For this justice to come through, another person they should check properly is Mohbad's younger brother, Aduragbemi. This guy has a lot to say concerning what Kpai, the Nigerian Afro music star, Mohbad. It is very clear to everyone now that Wunmi is twisting every of her narratives. We should recall, firstly, she want to shift everything to Naira Marley, the chairman of the music label Malians Music. Wunmi, Mohbad's wife, has never mentioned some people that were in the car while they were coming back from Ikorodu. It was Aduragbemi, Mohbad's younger brother, narration. The word aired that there were almost 5 persons in the Paro jeep, which includes the roster I'm spending. The very question everyone keep asking, what is Wunmi hiding that she keeps giving different narratives? Every of her stories remain halfway to this very moment. And the funniest part, the Nigerian government has failed to acknowledge the plight of Nigerians. After listening to this very voice note I'm about to drop with you guys, you will understand what I'm talking about. Justice for Mohbad, justice for all.
Were you in that event at Ikorodu? He said, Adora said, yes, I was there. Question. Let's go to that event. Okay. Okay, Adora said, okay. Question. Your brother came to perform at Ikorodu that day? Adora said, yes. Question. Can you tell my lord the time you left the house at Lekki and when you got to Ikorodu? Adora responded, we left in the afternoon. I do not know the precise time. Question. If you don't know when you left, when did you get to Ikorodu? Adora responded, it was in the evening. Question. Around what time? Adora said, I cannot tell the time. Question. What time did your brother perform? Adora said, around 9 p.m. Question. How long was his performance? Adora responded, like 1 hour. Question. When he was performing, where were you? Adora said, I was on the stage with him. Question. When he was performing, was he stationary or he was moving? Adora responded, he was moving about. Question. So he was excited. So he was exerting some energy, bubbling, full of life. Adora said, yes, sure. Question. All this while, did he say he had headache or he was tired or weak? Adora responded, no, and shaking his head side to side. Question. When he finished his performance, did he complain of any tiredness or weakness? Adora said, no. Question. So, he was full of life even at the point he finished performing? Even at the point he finished performance? Adora said, yes. Question. When he finished performing and he left the stage, what were the sights of things? What happened? What happened up to the point that you left the venue? Adora responded, what happened was that after the show, the same Prado we came with Stingray, Mohbad, and one of his friends with Crime Boy, and I was in the second Prado with DJ and one of his friends. Who I say, Omola Aramula, talking right now. My lord, the witness should speak out. He is just easy talking to himself. And if we rely on the interpretation alone, he might deny not saying that. But if he says it loud and we can all hear him, we can hold him to whatever he says. The court is speaking right now. Have you heard what they have said? I am sure you know I am not using a microphone. And the last person seated here can hear my voice. I need you to speak out. If you speak out well, you will be able to end this matter quickly. We need to hear you loud and clear. by Mr. O.E. Akinde. You were at the point saying you were in the second Prado, and you mentioned Prime Boy, your brother. Who else was in that Prado? You said there were two Prado. You mentioned Prime Boy and your brother, and apart from those two, who were in the second Prado? Adura responded, CY, Spending, Mobile, Prime Boy, Tarusha. Question, all these people were in that first Prado? Adura responded, yes. Question, at the last sitting, when Cynthia Wunmi was before the Lord, I asked this same question and he didn't mention all these other people. Are you sure all these other... Okay, question. At the last sitting when Cynthia Wunmi was before my Lord, I asked this same question and she didn't mention all these other people. Are you very sure all these other people all these other people we were in that very same Prado? I meant we're in that same Prado. Mm-hmm. He said yes, they were there. So the court interjected. The court said, which Prado was Wunmi, the wife of the deceased? Adura responded, the same Prado with Mohbad. So the court asked again, what is the court asked again, the court asked again, you did not call the wife's name? Adura responded, CY, that is what we call her. Mr. O.E. Akinde, you have been told there was a fight between your brother and Prime Boy. That is Mr. Akinde, lawyer Akinde, answering this question. Adura said yes. Question. Where were you when they had that altercation? Adura said, I was not there when the fight happened. But before the fight happened, Prime Boy came to meet me and he called me straight out. The court speaking now. Is this the best of your voice? This is the way you talk? Adura said, yes, this is the way I talk. The court answered. The court asked again. You are saying that at the moment your brother and Prime Boy had a fight, you weren't there? Adura said, I wasn't there. Question. But when you came back, all these people that you mentioned now, were they there? Adura said, they were there. Question. I want to call out some names and I want you to tell me if they were the same people. You said Darusha was there? Adura said yes. Question. Darusha is Adeyemo Buluwatife? Adura said yes. Question. Where was Olariwaju Idris Adedoja? Adura said the second Prado. Question. Aderanti Adiola, that is West? Adura says second Prado. Question. Sultan? Adura said second Prado. Question. So all those other people that I just mentioned, did they stroll with you or they were in the vehicle when you left? Adura said, we were not in the same place that time. I was the only one that left there. The people I mentioned were there. Question. This is what I want to hear from you. You have mentioned the people in the first Prado, and I have mentioned some people to you, and you have confirmed they are in the second Prado. You walked away. I am asking, when you left, these other people, were they in the vehicle or they all left? Adura responded, after the show, we were not together in the Prado. We were just two. West and I were in the second Prado. Question. So when you walked away, Where was West? Adura said, in the Prado. Question. That means West witnessed the fight. Adura responded, I do not know. Question. When you came back and you met these other people with your brother, the vehicle glass at the vehicle glass as at that time was broken? Adura said yes. Question. Did they tell you how the glass got broken? Since that time and today, you are before my Lord. Have you found out how the glass got broken? Adura said yes. Question. Recount to us how were you told the glass got broken? Adura responded, I heard that Prime Boy and Mohbad had a fight, and Mohbad hit the glass and he got injured. Question. You said the first Prado had 5 people. Where was the driver? Adura said, he was there. Question. So the driver sat all through this incident? Adura responded, he was outside the car. Question. If you are saying the driver was not seated, he was outside, from the information that Kpai Mohbad Cynthia gave us, she said your brother turned around and came to where Prime Boy was seated. That means when he came out around, from what you are saying now, the driver saw him because he was standing outside. And he also heard and saw everything that happened between Prime Boy. Between him and Prime Boy. And I said, I cannot say so. Question. It is just natural if you think naturally. If somebody is standing outside, this gentleman and this lady now come to stand beside me. That means I would have seen whatever was happening. Adura said yes. Question. What is the name of the driver? Adura responded, I do not know his name. Question. Between when this unfortunate issue happened and today, have you had any contact with the driver? Adura said no. Question. So by the time he took you to that event, you have not had any contact with him? Adura said no. Question. Who told you? Okay. Question. Who do you think will have the name of the driver? Adura said DJ Bami. Question. What is his name? Adura said Aduragbemi Sultan. Question. With the kind permission of my Lord, we will be asking that the driver who witnessed how that fight came about should be present before my Lord. We are requesting for his presence.
Can you imagine? So they requested the driver's presence. Who will produce the driver?
The court. What's his name? Mr. O.E. Yakinde. He said his name is Aduragbemi Sultan. That can give us. He said it is Aduragbemi that can give us the name. The court answered. Finish first. So the court asked, let's go back home now. After this incident at the show in Ikorodu, how long did it take you to move from Ikorodu back home? Adura said, Adura responded, 2 hours, 30 minutes. Question. Our show was on Saturday. Adura said, hold on. Question. That show was on Saturday? Adura said yes. No, that show was not there. Adura said yes.
It was on Sunday. Go ahead.
That show was on Saturday? Adura said yes. Question. Did you get home that same Saturday or Sunday? Adura said, that show was on Sunday. Question. Are you sure it was on Sunday? Adura said yes. Question. When did you get home? Sunday night or Monday morning? Adora said Monday morning. Question. Was your brother got injured on Sunday morning? Adora said yes. Why is this guy contradicting like this? How can Mohbad get injured on Sunday morning? All right. Question. But your brother got injured on that Sunday morning? Adora said yes. Question. When did the nurse that came to treat him come to the house? When did the nurse that came to treat him come to the house? Adora said on Tuesday. Question. That would be allowed. That would be how many days after he suffered that injury? Adora said 2 days. Question. Between the day he got home on the Monday to when this unfortunate incident happened, was any form of therapy, first aid, or medical attention given to that injury? Adora said, we did not do anything. We just used wipes to clean the blood stain. Question. When you got home and up to date, this unfortunate incident happened, how was your brother? Adora said, I can't say how he was feeling, but he said he needed a nurse. Question. You were with him on stage when he performed. Adora nodded up and down. He nodded his head up and down. Question. You have said he did not say he was weak or tired. Now, between when he got home and up to the day he said he needed a nurse, was he getting weak? Was he complaining of body weakness, headache, body pain? Was there a deterioration of his health? Adora said no. Question. So he was still firm, pale, strong, and good to go? Adora said yes. Question. So why was he asking for the nurse? Adora responded, because of his injury, so that they can treat it. Question. I should read you from this sitting that is your friend Bami, that when the nurse came and there were some reaction, he left the house with the nurse to get some medication. Is that what really happened? Adora said yes. Question. So when they left, where were you? Adora said, I quickly went to get cab. Question. No. Did you leave the house when they left or you were still in the house? Adora responded, I was staying in the house for about 5 minutes. Question. When the nurse came in, who was the one that attended to her from the door? Because bringing her to Mohbad. When the nurse came in, who was the one that attended to her from the door before bringing her to Mohbad? Adora responded, I did she during some time. Who was your first contact? What was your first contact with the nurse? Or you have never had any contact? Adora responded, I have seen the nurse. Question. Was it at the point of administering or the point of getting set off and getting set to administer? When was the first time you saw the nurse? Adora responded, he said, it was when she came in that I saw her. Question. Where were you when you saw her? Adora said, I was in the kitchen. Question. Did she come to the kitchen? Adora said, she sat in the parlor.
Mama. Thank you.
Question. So you left the kitchen and you saw her? Adura said yes. Question. What was the next time that happened? I mean, what was the next thing that happened? What was the next thing that happened? Adura responded, Bami took her upstairs to the room to treat him. Question. When the nurse was treating your brother, well, were you there? Adura said no. Question. So whatever happened between your brother and the nurse was not to your knowledge? Adura said, Adura shakes his head side to side. Question. So when your brother was reacting to the medication given by the nurse, where were you? Adura responded, see I called that we should come upstairs, that she doesn't know what is happening, and that he just lay on the floor. And I ran upstairs, and when we got there, we poured water on him so he can be calm, and he was behaving somehow on the floor. It was from there that the nurse and Bami went to get something. I think drink. Question. Aduragbemi and the nurse left. What was happening to your brother? Describe. There was no medical person to attend to him. The nurse had left. What was going on? Adura said, we carried him from the room. He was given injection to his... Okay, that's the thing. He answered. We carried him from the room. He was given injection to his wife's room.
Please, I'm confused. Can you come again?
Yes, sir. We carried him from the room. He was given injection to his wife's room, and we were fanning him to calm down. And when we did not see changes, I went outside to get a cab to get him to the hospital. Question. He himself, was he saying that he had pain or on his back? Sorry, there was some type of error there.
Go ahead, please.
He himself, was he saying that he had pain or his back? Or he was not making any noise? As I said, he did not say anything. He was just moving on the floor and he vomited. Answer. He did not say anything. He was just moving on the floor and he vomited. As I said, he was not saying anything about having anything. So he was not saying anything that having any pain. As I said, he was not saying anything. Question. Was he crying? The reason I am saying this is because you were the last set of people to see last alive. You had contact with him. You could describe what you were seeing. We were not there. You could describe what you were seeing. We were not there. Adura responded. He was just moving on the floor and he vomited. And we took him to his wife's room for him to calm. And when there was no changes, we went downstairs to get a cab to take him to the hospital. Question. Now, Aduragbemi, the nurse, were up. We were there. Cynthia was there. Who else was in the house with you? Adura said, West and OJ. Question. These two, what were they doing? Adura said, they were downstairs. They went to check how we can get a cab. Question. So when we made a call for help, these two did not come? Answer. The two were with Wunmi. Question. This is what I am saying. You were in the kitchen, the nurse. You were in the kitchen, the nurse. Your brother and your wife were upstairs, and at a point, the wife made a call for help, and only you and Aduragbemi went. Where were the other two? What were they doing? Why were they not with you? Adura responded, they were downstairs. Question. Who called their attention such that when it was getting to the critical moment, they came up? Who called them? Adura said, nobody called them. They came upstairs. Question. You and these other two gentlemen left to look for a cab? Adura said, I was the only one that went to get a cab. Question. So these other two were with Mohbad and his wife? Adura said, yes. Question. But when you were going to the hospital, so let me just pause right there. So what Adura is saying right now is like, West and OJ were there. Those other West, that guy. And the one that was like, Mohbad is dead. They were there when Mohbad died. So why did they should bring them to court? Why would we?
They didn't even. You know, we have all been